Good morning students. Today we are going to learn about the last question, that is relationship between vapor density and relative molecular mass. This is one of the very important question which is given in your book bag. Roman letter 7, question number 5. Derive the relationship between relative molecular mass and vapor density. See here, relationship between vapor density and relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass definition already we know. Mass of one molecule, ratio of mass of one molecule to mass of one hydrogen atom, where we learned in page number 95, relative molecular mass definition is given. Ratio between mass of one molecule of the substance to 1/12th mass of an atom of carbon 12. So that only given here. Relative molecular mass is equal to ratio of mass of one molecule to mass of 1/12th mass of an carbon 12. Here mass of one hydrogen atom is given, both are same. 1/12th part of carbon 12 is also equal to mass of one hydrogen atom. So relative molecular mass is equal to mass of one molecule to mass of one hydrogen atom. Vapor density definition also given. Mass of given volume of gas to mass of same volume of hydrogen. Vapor density is equal to mass of given volume of gas or vapor at STP to mass of same volume of hydrogen. In this equation, we should apply Avogadro's law. Avogadro hypothesis is already we know. Avogadro hypothesis, that is equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. This is Avogadro's hypothesis, that is Avogadro's law. Here we will apply that Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules. Equal volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules. That is, in this equation we will apply V is equal to N, because according to Avogadro's law, equal volume of all gases contains equal number of molecules. That means same number of volume contains same number of molecules. This is Avogadro's law. So apply Avogadro's law. So here instead of volume we should apply number of molecules. So vapor density is equal to mass of, instead of volume we should apply number of molecules. So instead of volume you should apply number of molecules. So mass of n molecules of gas divided by mass of, instead of volume you should apply n molecules. So mass of n molecules of hydrogen. If both n's are cancelled means you will get 1. So vapor density is equal to mass of one molecule of gas divided by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. One hydrogen molecules contains two hydrogen atoms. One H2 molecules, this H2 molecule contains two hydrogen atoms. So that will be given here. So we can write the formula like vapor density is equal to, all are same except this. Vapor density is equal to mass of one molecule of gases divided by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. One molecule means two atoms. Mass of two atoms of hydrogen, because one molecule contains two atoms of hydrogen. So instead of one molecule, here we should write two atoms of hydrogens. Vapor density is equal to same mass of one molecules of gases divided by mass of two atoms of hydrogen. We can write like 2 into mass of one atom of hydrogen. Vapor density is equal to, already we know the relative molecular mass of one molecule gas or vapor divided by mass of the one hydrogen atom. So instead of mass of one molecules of gas divided by mass of one atom of hydrogen, for this we we can apply relative molecular mass. So, relative molecular mass divided by these two. Cross multiplication takes place means this 2 goes that side means relative molecular mass is equal to vapor density into 2, that only given here. Cross multiplication takes place means 2 into vapor density, that is equal to relative molecular mass. So, that only given here, relative molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So, this is very simple and important question. So, again please watch. So, the question is relation between, we are going to derive the relationship between vapor density and relative molecular mass. For that you should know relative molecular mass definition, already we learned. Relative molecular mass is equal to mass of 1 molecules of gases or vapor at STP divided by mass of 1 hydrogen atom. Vapor density definition is given, mass of given volume of gas or vapor divided by mass of same volume of hydrogen. Apply Avogadro's law. What is Avogadro's law? Same volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules. Same volume of all gases contain equal number of molecules, that is V is equal to N. So, in this equation we are going to apply, instead of volume we are going to apply N molecules. So, vapor density is equal to mass of N molecules of gas divided by mass of N molecules of hydrogen. If both N are cancelled means you will get 1. So, vapor density is equal to mass of 1 molecules of gas divided by mass of 1 molecules of hydrogen. 1 molecule hydrogen contains 2 hydrogen atom. So, instead of 1 molecule we can write 2 atoms of hydrogen. Vapor density is equal to mass of 1 molecules of gas divided by mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen. Vapor density is equal to same mass of 1 molecules of gas divided by, instead of mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen we can write 2 into mass of 2 times of mass of 1 atoms of hydrogen. So, vapor density is equal to, already you know the relative molecular mass definition, mass of 1 molecules of gas, mass of 1 molecule divided by mass of 1 hydrogen atom, mass of 1 molecules of gas divided by mass of 1 hydrogen atom. For this we can substitute relative molecular mass divided by this 2. Cross multiplication takes place means relative molar mass, relative molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. That means if this 2 goes that side means you will get 2 into vapor density. So, relative molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. That is all, this question over. Next we are going to solve problems. First one, calculations of molar mass. 3 compounds are given. For that 3 compounds we are going to calculate molar mass. The first molecule is water. For water we are going to calculate the molar mass. So, molar mass of water we are going to calculate. What are the atoms are present in water? Hydrogen atom and oxygen atom, oxygen and hydrogen. The mass of oxygen is, atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Molar mass is what? Summation of all the atomic mass of all the atom present in a molecule. Summation of all the atoms present in the molecules. Totally how many oxygen atom is present? 1 oxygen atom plus how many hydrogen atom? 2 hydrogen atom. For atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So, 1 into 16 plus atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So, 2 into 1. So, 1 into 16 means 16 plus 2, that is 18. Atomic mass of water is 18 gram, that is gram molar mass of water is 16 plus 2, that is 18 gram. Gram molar mass of water is 18 gram. Second compound is carbon dioxide. Calculate the gram molar mass of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxides. What are the atoms is present? Carbon and oxygen. Carbon and oxygen. Carbon dioxide contains carbon and oxygen atoms. For this atom, you should know atomic mass. The atomic mass of carbon is 12 and the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Totally, how many carbon and oxygen is present? Carbon dioxide contains one carbon plus 2 oxygens. Atomic mass of carbon is 12, so you should substitute that value 1 into 12 plus 2 into 16 because atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 1 into 12, that is 12 plus 32, that is equal to 44 grams. Gram molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44 grams. Next question, next compound, calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 twice. For this molecule, we are going to calculate the gram molar mass. Calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 twice. What are the atoms present in this molecule? Calcium, phosphorus and oxygen. 3 types of atoms are present. For calcium, atomic mass is 40, for phosphorus atomic mass is 30, for oxygen atomic mass is 16. Totally, how many atoms of calcium is present? 3 calcium, so 3 into calcium plus phosphorus, 1 phosphorus, so phosphorus plus 4 oxygen, 4 into oxygen, 4 into oxygen. These groups present twice, so bracket into twice. For calcium, the mass already we know 3 into 40 plus, for phosphorus the mass is 30 plus 4 into, for each oxygen 16, bracket into twice 2. 3 into 40, 120 plus 30 plus 4 16. So 3 into 40, that is 120 plus 30 plus 4 16s are 64 into 2. 120 plus 64 plus 30, 94 into 2. 94 into 2, 188. 188 plus 120, that is equal to 308 grams. 308 grams. So this is the gram molecular mass of, or gram molar mass of calcium phosphate. This is one type of problem. So for first question, they asked to calculate the molar mass, calculate the gram molar mass of following compounds. One is water and another one carbon dioxide, another one calcium phosphate. So up to this over. Second type of problem, calculations based on number of moles from mass and volume, that will continue in our second video. Thank you.